Today, my TED Talk is called Why We Should Love Our Hair. Now, you may wonder, why did I choose hair? But all of us have hair. That's one thing that we all have in common. We're all born with hair, whether it's alike or different, but we all have it. And whether we realize it or not, we put value into our hair, guys and girls. It makes a difference. So, as a young black girl, I was always taught to manipulate my hair. Like, this is the art of manipulation. Whether this is just protective styling or damaging styles that you do to your hair, we are all taught this. As you can see on the screen, there are braids, there are twists, there are extensions, relaxers. I've been taught it all, and I've probably done it all. Now, on the left is a picture of me at about 5 weeks, and that's me. That's like the only picture I have of me being younger with my natural hair. I was never taught, that's one thing we're never taught, to love our own hair. We're taught to manipulate it, but we're never taught to love it. Now, on the right-hand side, you can see that was me when I was older. I was about, in kindergarten, first grade, and my mom had just got tired of dealing with my thick, curly hair, and she decided to put a relaxer in it. So for those of you who do not know what a relaxer is, it's the chemical that straightens out your hair. So once you relax your hair, you can never get that curl back. You have to just cut it out. Now, once I went to high school, as you guys may know, I wore my hair straight all the time. But then I saw a surfacing of like the natural community. I've never seen so many girls to wear their hair natural as many black girls to wear their hair natural. So I decided, I was like, well, maybe I should switch it up. What's wrong with my own hair? Maybe I should do something different. So I thought, okay, I'll go natural. Now, this is kind of me, I was just kind of blindsided because I didn't know what my natural hair looked like. But I was just going to go for it. So I did. Now, when you go natural, you have two options. You can transition, which is you cutting off your hair gradually, just as it grows, or you can just chop it all off and start fresh. Well, I decided to transition because I don't know about you, but I'm not going to cut off all of my hair. So that's what I did. So for those of you who don't know what this looks like, my hair pretty much looked like this. So my new growth was really curly, but the bottom of my hair was really straight because you can never get the curl pattern back. And so after a while, I just got tired of that, and I was just like, well, this is hard to keep up with, it's hard to maintain, so why don't I just cut it? And so I did. I cut it. Like back in July before this school year, I cut it all off. I had maybe about 4 inches of hair at the most. And this was so different for me because growing up all my life, I had long, straight hair. But now I had curly, short hair, and I didn't know what to do with it. And as silly as it may sound, I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin for the first time in my life because I put so much value into my hair, being the black girl with the long hair. That was my characteristic that I loved, and I didn't have it anymore. So, I came to school. Some people really liked it. Some people didn't. Some people thought, you look pretty with short hair, curly hair, but, I liked it better when it was straight. And, for a person that doesn't really like their hair already and is trying to love it, it's just not something you want to hear. It brings you back to the comments of, oh, like, you look pretty for a dark girl. Like, it's just something I always had to face throughout my life, the backhand comments that come with it. So, this is just how I felt. Like, your hair is nappy, all the ignorant stuff that you hear just about hair because people just don't know about it. And this is from black and white people. So, but as time went on, I just learned to ignore those people, and I started to love my own hair and to love me for me. I started to love the untamed look of it. The way that like my hair defies gravity is something that I think is beautiful. I started to really like it. I was just like, why would I ever go back straight? Like, why would I ever do that to myself? Why would I fight being who I am anymore? And I'm not going to do it, I told myself. Some of you guys may ask, why did I choose to talk about hair? What does this have to do with anything? But, at one point in time, society is going to try to straighten your hair. They're going to try to curl your hair. They're going to try to manipulate your hair. They're going to tell you not to love your hair and ultimately not to love yourself. And if we're saying this, then what's the message that we're really teaching? you know? Now, another reason why I chose hair is because this is the one thing about hair. You cannot change it. We grow up in a society where you can change everything about yourself. Technology makes it easier that if you don't like your nose, you can change your nose. If you don't like your body, you can change your body. You can even change who you are and fake who you are as a person because of social media. You can act like someone that you're not. But your hair will never change. It doesn't matter how many times you cut it, it's going to grow. It doesn't matter how many times you dye black, it may grow black. It may grow back blonde. It does not matter. It will never change. And so I just want to teach that message of loving that part of you because it never changes. So the question becomes, was this talk just all about hair or just does it connect to something bigger than that? Thank you.